Yo, yo, what's up, guys? hmm Yo, what's up? Let's go here really quick. What's up? We're just gonna be starting. I know. Uh-huh. Hope you guys enjoy this video that I'm creating right now. We're gonna be watching the black hole for a while. Like and subscribe if you're new, by the way. But please do like and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoy this video that I'm creating right now. We're gonna be watching the black hole for a while. Like and subscribe if you're new, by the way. But please do like and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoy this video. But yeah, yeah. Okay, we're just watching it. Alright. Alright, ready. I already know what happens, but if you guys want to know, all you gotta do is like and subscribe. Hold up. Yeah, that's what's up. We're just waiting. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
Mic off. Mic on.
Yo, what's up, guys? Yeah, I'm just streaming this right now. And I forgot. Yeah, I have it on. Be right back. So we're gonna change it back to in-game. That's what's up. Yo, guys, I'd run some like duos with anybody, but game's down. Game's down, bro. Game's down. Yo, guys, we had some action on Twitch earlier, guys. Whoa. I don't know if you guys are seeing this right now. It looks weird, bro. Whoa. sick right now. Just 2 more subs, guys. 2 more subs. Hold up. I'll be right back, guys.
Mic off. Mic on.
Alright, guys, we're back. We're back. Sorry about that. Yeah. There we go. I'll leave this running. I'll be right back, though.
Mic off. Mic on.
Yo, guys, I'm back. I'll be right back, guys.
Mic off. Mic
How long
on.
have we been live? 34 minutes. No? what, Monday? What do you guys say? Should we watch World Cup? Last year's World Cup? That's what I'm gonna do. Hold up. Just give me. Yeah, guys, just give me a second. We're just gonna have to go on YouTube. This is all. We're gonna watch the World Cup finals. Day one. Alright, day one. So good. Day one.
Ready, and you've been jumping up and down, so that means it's creative time, man. I cannot wait to get into these games, to get inside the Crash Stadium. Zeke, again, I'm surprised we're standing still.
I mean, if you guys aren't feeling the hype right now, you need to open your eyes, because this is it. 10 weeks of qualifiers, 8 weeks of creative qualifiers had led us to this very weekend, the Fortnite World Cup Finals in New York City. We're gonna walk away with world champions.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I could not be happier right now.
And not only that, we are outside at the fan festival having a blast. Everybody's doing all sorts of fun activities. All the people are getting inside, starting to get ready for the show, get in the bleachers, start watching some creative action, and then later, of course, the pro-am. It's a blast. Make sure you're coming down here and joining us.
Yeah, for sure, man. Now, funny enough, we actually have Pookie, who is standing by. She's chilling with the leader of the Funky Fighters. That is Tamoya, so let's send it over to her for an interview.
Thank you so much, Zeke. I am here with Tamoya of the Funky Fighters. It is so exciting to have you here competing in the Creative Fortnite World Cup. How have you been preparing for today?
I just practiced with my team yesterday and things went pretty good. And we didn't have as much time as I thought we would do, but we played really good, so I'm pretty excited. Yeah.
That's awesome. Team synergy is definitely important. Now, do you know any of the other competitors that are going to be here today that you'll be facing? Do you have your eye on anybody?
The Death Run map, I think, is going to be the most competitive. So, yeah, I'm excited to do the Death Run map, yeah.
So, I mean, Scissors is very well known for his death runs. Do you think you'll have any competition with him?
Yeah, I think it's going to be really hard beating him, but my map was also a death run, so I think my teammates have a good chance.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. Zeke and Bala, back to you guys.
Oh man, the hype is building. Now guys, the show is getting ready to start, but there it is. You've got the 32 players, 19 countries represented across 8 different teams. The Fortnite World Cup Creative Finals are about to begin. You ready?
I am ready, Zeke.
I'm ready to run inside, so without further ado, let's send it inside to kick things off.
No pain, no gain. No guts, no your best ain't gon' stress me. If you the best from the next thing, get up, get up. You can do anything you wanna do. Get up, get up. If I can do, you can do it too.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? How you feeling today? That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Welcome everyone to the Arthur Ashe Stadium. I'm Golden Boy, your host, and I couldn't be more happy that you guys are here in my hometown of New York City. It's actually quite nice for me because that means I don't really have to travel that far. It's pretty cool. That being said, we have a lot of cool stuff that's going to be happening here today. Not only do we have the Creative Showdown, but we also have the third Fortnite Pro-Am that's about to go down. It is going to be incredible. You got some of your favorite content creators. They're going to take that stage and battle for your entertainment. Now, you know that we saw a few of the players that were coming out here. We actually have one that you all may recognize standing by with Pookie. Pookie, who you got for me?
Thank you so much, Golden Boy. I am up here on the main stage with Ninja. Familiar faces for everyone in the crowd. Let's hear it. How excited are you to be here today at the World Cup Creative Mode? This is something different for you, I'm sure.
Yeah, I haven't really done too much creative, but I've been playing a lot with these guys, obviously, the last 48 hours, and no, I'm really excited. I think we got a really good chance, and we're going to have a lot of fun.
Now, tell me a little bit how your team came together.
Yeah, I checked out their clips for the trick shots that they submitted, and they were all, they stood out to me, they were special, and it was just an easy choice to pick these three guys. And, like I said, we've actually been bonding pretty hard the last 48 hours, so team cohesion is an all-time high.
Team cohesion, I love it. We should have named you guys the Ninja Trick Shot Warriors, really.
That would have been awesome, but there's no, there's a ninja skin kind of in the game, so, we could have had, maybe some of that. That's all good. I like the little whip. I love my little ice cream.
And anybody that you're looking forward to facing off against here today?
Oh, everyone here. Gotaga, he's my fellow, Red Bull competitor, essentially, and, Scissors because he talks a big game. That's it, yeah. Those two guys, I'm looking out for them the most.
Well, he does talk a big game. Let's see if he can back it up today. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best of luck. Golden Boy, what do you think?
Well, I think that's pretty awesome because the good news is we got 8 great teams that are going to be playing for a $1 million grand prize in 3 very creative modes, which means today's really all about fun. And who better to have some fun with than none other? You got Monster, Sundown, over at the cast booth. Take it away, fellas.
And boys and girls, Jonesies, Bonesies, and everyone in between, welcome to the Fortnite World Cup Creative Finals. I'm one of your casters, Sundown, joined here by Monster. Monster, how you doing today, man?
Doing great. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. 10 weeks of qualifiers, and it's all coming to life. And this is what we're here.
Fortnite fam, Sundown here, and today we're going to cover some of the basic terminology you should know when watching competitive Fortnite. If you're familiar with high-level gameplay, these should be commonplace and a nice little refresher. If you're a little newer, buckle in because you're about to learn up. Rotations. A rotation is the path a player or team takes to get from their current location to the next safe zone. Rotations cover not only the direction the players choose to path, but also the method they use to get there. A lot of different forms of utility enable rotations, including vehicles, rift-to-goes, building, shadow bombs, and glider redeploy. A player's ability to rotate effectively is key because this determines what type of engagements they'll be facing and whether or not they're at an advantage or disadvantage. Gatekeeping. Gatekeeping is when a player who is secure inside the safe zone puts pressure on an opponent who is forced to rotate because of the storm closing in on them. The gatekeeper is able to get uncontested shots onto the opponent, as they are forced to move due to not wanting to take damage from the storm. You will see a lot of top players utilize this in order to create opportunities to get eliminations and points. High ground advantage. High ground advantage is when you have a height advantage over your opponent and are looking down on them. Having the high ground enables you to have more access to information and easier ability to take and hit shots. You will frequently see players battling for high ground in all stages of the game, but in particular during the late game. The ultimate high ground is generally the player or team who controls the highest level during the final circles, and they have a number of advantages. They are typically the least threatened, can decide when to drop down and start taking fights, and also have angles to punish opponents with AoE weapons or rifle fire. Low ground warrior. The next term is the opposite of the high ground. The low ground warrior is the player looking to sweep along the ground floor, taking close quarter combat fights and forcing opponents to make the first move. This can also be efficient because it often doesn't require as many materials or as much of a risk to gain control of, but can also lead to being in a lot more chaotic of an environment. Backside of the storm. Speaking of chaotic environments, our next term is possibly the most perfect embodiment of this. The backside of the storm is when the safe zone is closing in towards a new one and the players are clustered in towards one edge. Generally, it is very high density of competitors, and you will find a lot of interactions, engagements, disengagements, and eliminations occurring at this point, particularly for those low ground warriors we just talked about. 1x1s. 1x1s are the most basic proponent of building in competitive Fortnite. This is when a player boxes themselves in using their own builds, making them safe from outside fire. This technique can be expanded on to allow for players to take control of a space around them, but it all starts with the 4 walls around you, then a floor plus ceiling that each have a pyramid on them. Tunneling. Tunneling is the first basic expansion of the 1x1s. Tunneling is when players create a tunnel out of their own builds in order to rotate safely. This is typically done by putting out floors and ceilings in either a straight or diagonal path, then covering your sides with walls as you advance. This allows players without utility to rotate for maximum safety. 90s. 90s are when players utilize vertical 90-degree rotational building in order to build upwards as fast as possible, while also remaining covered. This enables players to try and gain high ground advantage or outplay their opponent to get a quick, different angle. You'll frequently see them used in mid-game build fights or in endgame scenarios where players have to build up very quickly. This has been a quick rundown of the common competitive terms that are frequently used on broadcast. If there are any other terms you are unfamiliar with, let us know using the hashtag Fortnite World Cup and asking for an explanation. We hope this helps you level up, and we'll see you all on the battle bus.
We knew it was coming.
Actually, what are we even doing? Easy, man. Easy, step out of your comfort zone. Okay, now it gets steep. Good luck, have fun. Easy, bro. pretty great friends in and out of the game. Twiz is like really like loud and crazy. He's like always cracking jokes. He's doing something.
Bobby. Every single battle is going to be the best players in the world fighting against one another. I'm excited to watch the early game when they're landing in their spots. I'm excited to watch the mid game during the rotations. I'm going to be taking notes, and you guys should too.
Yeah. Also, other things that note to take to bring up. We're going to be playing on siphon settings here, increased material favorite. Do you want to explain for everyone at home exactly how that all works?
I'd absolutely love to. So unlike normal matches, when you get an elimination, all right, you're going to be granted with 50 health or 50 shield, depending on what you're missing. And that's also going to give you 1 point as well. They also drop 50 mats of each, wood, brick, and metal. So, eliminations are definitely going to pay off early game as you guys can stack up those materials.
Yep, and remember, that is when you get a full elimination, not when you knock down an opponent.
Correct.
So, if I knock a player, you'll see in this, a lot more times teams will immediately try to finish that elimination, get the health, go pick up the materials, maybe secure some extra loot. There's a little lobby screen, and Ninja, I was laughing with you earlier when the players were warming up earlier today because they got some warm-up games in. Obviously, for many of them, it's their first time in a major LAN event. They wound up going through and they were just sitting at the spawn island like they were right now. I mean, look at the build battles happening on spawn island. They're all editing, they're all aiming. None of them are just sitting still. Them insane. The average age in today's tournament, 16 years old. These guys are going to walk away with $1 million+ this weekend. At 16, what would you have spent your money on? I don't even want to know.
Who it's going to be. Now, me, honestly, I'd like to say that that's how I play, but dude, in a situation like this, I think that if I saw someone contesting my drop, I'd definitely defer and try to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
But you have one bad game, getting over that's going to be a huge mental obstacle, right? You get knocked first, that's going to be something that you're going to be be thinking about. In the second game, the third game, oh my gosh, should we change our landing spots? And then if you're thinking like that, it's over.
Yeah, and I keep seeing you look down, you're like eagerly wanting to talk about this map. We have what the first map is going to be in front of us, but again, guys, there's so many exciting things going on in the world of Fortnite right now. One of the new limited time modes that is actually going on. Prop Hunt, we watched a little bit of it yesterday, but again, made by Stray Kite. It's a fun little hide and go seek game almost, Ninja.
Prop Hunt is the greatest thing that Fortnite has created from creative. It is amazing. It is hilarious. I mean, we're literally getting like angry and but also just laughing hysterically right when we're about to make it into the incinerator and get our points. It's just so fun. I mean, you could be a toilet. You want to be anything. You want to be a pink flamingo, a bus. Go for it. Go for it. Just go for it.
Yeah, we've had some fun games of Prop Hunt that we play. But again, right now, live in the gameplay for free, Prop Hunt. A little bit different than the competitive settings. Obviously, Arena, it's been talked about, Ninja. This is the most played in qualifier for a tournament ever in the history of gaming. 40 million competitors, down to the top 200. To be exact, 178 because of the double qualified players.
Right.
And that is, you can't even put in your head just how insane those numbers are.
I think it's just important to show and let everyone know that, man, just Epic continues to change the game. Making these qualifiers online, it just allowed so many of these kids to be here today because they've been able to play, from the comfort and safety of their home instead of traveling across the world just to qualify.
Yeah.
So I think this is one of the first times we've seen something like this, a qualifying like this, and dude, I'm just excited to watch these kids dominate the next freaking 4 hours, 6 hours. I'm ready to stay here all night.
Hey, I'm down to stay here all night. I have no problem with that. I'm sure the Arena is as well. When you talk about LAN events, right, you have so much competitive experience. You've been to so many across different games and genres. The one thing that stands out to me, though, it will never feel the exact same as it does as playing at home. So for these guys, what are some tips that you can share you think that they should kind of take into account as they're playing, maybe on LAN for the first time?
Well, do what I always tell people when they're saying, hey, Ninja, I'm going to a tournament, any advice, right? It's, dude, do exactly what you do at home, all right? If you wear socks and, no shoes at home, that's what you're going to do. If you don't wear any socks at all or you wear sandals, you wear that. If you wear nothing but sweats and PJs when you're gaming and practicing, that's exactly what you should be wearing right now when you're competing, right?
Yep.
Don't try to change anything up. Drink what you normally drink before the games, water, energy drinks, whatever the case may be, or, eat what you're going to eat. Do not change anything up. It's very important to get in that mental state of what you do and how you've been practicing the entire time at home.
As far as don't change your sleep schedule and what you're doing for this, literally take it like it normally is. Now, again, we talk about how there's $30 million on the line in the Fortnite World Cup Finals across today and tomorrow, but there's already been $3 million in prize money given away this weekend. That happened yesterday at the Creative World Cup Finals. Let's take a look.
Plays, and we're here in the player lounge right now, joined by the winners of the Creative World Cup. First of all, congratulations. Now, Scissors, how does it feel now to solidify that title?
It's kind of awesome considering I love creative mode. It's thriving, it's awesome, I love it.
Now, Tyler, did you ever believe that you guys would secure the position here today?
Yeah, I always knew we had it in the bag. You know, we're the week 1 qualifiers. We're the most stacked team. There was no competition. Just when the last map was a death run, I knew we had that in the bag. We got some good players here. I knew Zan would clutch up, and he did just that.
You could tell he lifted the finger. He said, we need 1 coin. Just grab this coin right down here. If he can do this without being eliminated.
Here it is. The win. Oh, he missed it, but gets it with the trap trigger.
You realize that one jump won this group here an extra $1 million. It's unreal.
Like, if you want to practice with death runs, you need to like do it slow. Don't go in blindly. Like, try and like change everything you do every time you fail.
Suzu, can you see yourself doing even more with creative? I mean, the success of today. Will you continue to go and play creative maps?
I think I would definitely stay consistent with creative because I feel like there's a lot of potential in creative still. And yeah, definitely this is my thing.
But I want to go down the line and see what each of you guys plan on doing with that prize.
I'll probably end up like saving most of the money, maybe like some investments.
He's 18 and he just won $336,000. What are you going to do with the prize?
Rent? Yeah, I think rent. I'm gonna be responsible. I'm gonna save my money.
I am gonna be responsible and probably just invest most of it and try and get even more money back.
All right, guys, congratulations again. Absolutely outstanding job. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I cannot wait to see what the future of Creative Fortnite looks like.
The Creative World Cup Finals, so much fun yesterday. Again, congratulations to Scissors and his team. $1.3 million won. I'm going to address the elephant in the room here, and it's not Tim the Tabman. You didn't win that, Tyler.
That's correct.
What exactly happened here?
That's correct. No, we got 4th place, but you know, the crew that I picked out, man, Tal, Taco, Kaz, just a good bunch of kids, man. I mean, I think, and I also got to meet a lot of the creators, the ones who developed a lot of the maps. And just a lot of passion from these guys, man. And, you know, I was really happy that I was able to, not even me, together as a unit, we pulled in, you know, 300 or 295,000 as a team.
Dude.
I mean, little whips, man. You know, we were just killing it, little ice creams. But that event was so incredible. And just another thing that kind of came out of nowhere again, that Epic changed the game with creative. You know what I mean? It kind of popped up out of nowhere. All these people, so many people, there were hundreds of people here because of creative.
Yeah. And again, I know I talked to Scissors about it too. He can't believe just how far it's gone from his original runs he made to now it kind of inspired one of the 3 maps yesterday for you. What was your favorite? Was it kind of the prop hunt mode? Was it the run?
Junkyard Juke, bro.
Okay.
Hands down, Junkyard Juke is the most fun game I've ever played. I mean, if you're gonna go in with a crew of like 32 people, if you can even muster up a crew of 32 people, like I want that to be a playlist where I can just go and play Junkyard Juke, and it just fills in 32 people. It's so much fun, man.
I'm with that. What about, should we get the whole squad together? Or
I'm down with. Oh, we totally should. We should get a massive content creation squad and just go into that. It'd be the most funny thing in the world. I mean, there's nothing greater when you're a little teddy bear and you're just walking around like trying to make it in. It's amazing, man.
Hey, listen, it's all fun and games here. Obviously, the theme of this weekend, things going on outside of the fan festival. There's also the Battle Pass redemption. Everyone here has got tickets, has the commemorative tickets. So many things to look back on and remember these moments. For a lot of people here, whether they're players or the individuals and fans who traveled, it's their first time to New York City, such a legendary, iconic place to have this major event. You see again the crowd continuing to fill on in, just getting some final things set up for the game so we can get it all launched for you. But trust me, we're all eagerly awaiting the start as well. So many organizations represented throughout the weekend, and I have just received the word that we want.
My God.
The game is ready to go.
I'm ready. The first Vic Roy, man. Who's it gonna be, guys? All right, I want you guys to scream out your favorite duos right now, man. Let's make some noise.
Who do you think's gonna win today? Scream it. I want to hear. Oh, it's gibberish. None of it makes sense.
I think I hear Mongrel, Nitro.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fortnite World Cup Finals duo competition begins right now.
Jesus, this is going to be intense. I mean, there's nothing more, honestly, nerve-wracking than the initial launch. Off the bus, man, you're flying. someone's gonna die. Someone's gonna be eliminated. Who's gonna be the first one?
Yep.
You don't want to be the first one knocked out of the World Cup. You know, I mean, literally, I knocked him like, you know, it was the first game in the Pro-Am, and that was just amazing. He can't live that down. I don't want to be the first person knocking this.
No, for sure. As now we immediately hop on board with my pick to dominate today, Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage, and they're heading right towards Happy Hamlet, a place they've called home so many times, and this is contested.
It's already contested.
You're flying on into here, Ninja. The early game's so key, and already Benji Fishy trying to put shots down range with that revolver, but area is contested. You see they're kind of split from each other right now. What are their comms like in this exact moment?
I mean, I think right now they're just going to be trying to hear exactly where these guys are, footsteps, any type of information they can pass off to one another is going to be very important. They've been practicing this landing. I'm pretty sure I watch these guys play literally every week because they're from EU, so they were before NA qualifiers. And yeah, this is exactly where they normally land. Savage and Benji, they don't always land on top of one another. And you're honestly at a disadvantage if you do land in the same house because you're going to be getting less shields of one another, right? Less chances of getting shotguns and things like that. And I'm just interested to see how they're going to play this out. Are they going to be aggressive? Or are they going to back down?
Well, we just saw the first zone has been revealed, and it is a northern side zone, so anyone in Happy Hamlet not safe. Polar Peak, Frosty Flights, Paradise Comms, Lucky Landing, all not safe. So we continue to keep an eye on this fight. 98 players remaining right now in this game. Now, we mentioned the increased material farming right now, so you're hitting a couple trees, you're getting 20, 30 materials like it's nothing. Let's shift our focus, though, towards the middle of the map here at Dusty Divot, and it looks like Landjock and Punisher go out very, very early in this first game to Tetra and, the new road members.
They're wasting a lot of material right now. You can already see it. You've got only 100 maps left. That's 10 builds. These early game fights are always so detrimental. You have to be very, very, very particular with how many mats you're going to use when you're trying to ramp rush somebody, because if you make it there and they shoot you out and you have no mats, I mean, you're left with literally nothing to protect yourself with.
And look at the advantage that you now have. Tetra hasn't had any shields, but because 2 eliminations come on through, he gets both. That's 50 shield per elim, putting him at max HP, and now he can completely change how he takes this fight. It's not like the normal games where you're still stuck at 100 health and you might second guess what you want to do. You might play a little more passively. No, because of those early elims, they now have Dusty Divot to themselves. They pushed out the Asian duo, pushing towards that top Dusty Divot side of XXM and Mend, and now they're sitting pretty. Divot all to themselves. They've got metal galore here, as well as wood. The one material that really be lacking is going to be stone.
Yeah, definitely going to be lacking stone. They can get a 500 metal, which is going to be their most valuable asset here, landing in Dusty. What I'm just interested to see is, you know, they have no rotation items when you're looking over there, so hopefully they find something that's going to help them rotate later. There are no balls that spawn in Dusty, so no ballers. It's going to be very difficult to make it to the late game if you guys don't have some sort of crazy rotation. Shadow bombs, anything like that.
Here's another fight going on towards Fatal Fields, and with how little materials there are, you got to think these players down low who are already just on light HP are in a tough spot, and there it is. Scarlet and his duo, Bell, get the quick elimination onto Brush, and that's going to push back Brush's duo into Fatal Fields and try to hide for a brief moment. Another rough start right there. So much stone in Fatal Fields. I feel like Fatal Fields is a underrated landing spot.
I think you can get everything at Fatal Fields. You definitely get wood and brick very quickly, and then there's definitely some metal that you can gather around. You know, there's a bunch of cars and things like that. Some tractors there in the sticks. But listen, man, I'm really curious as to why they're not pushing Sizz.
Well, it's kind of a double-edged sword too, because yes, Sizz is by himself, but we've all experienced how easily you can hide in that brush there in the cornfields. And Sizz Lucky, these top players who land Fatal Fields, know how to actually navigate the loot in the corn without breaking the corn. So
I need to break the corn every time.
Right, I'm not good enough to know, but there's a certain path you can go on, and Sizz Lucky will actually be able to go back and pick up Brush's cards. So this is key.
You think you should go
Reboot
for it?
Vans, remember, when you get brought back, you only have 100 HP and a common pistol. That will bring a lot of attention over. If you are Scarlet and Bell, are you sprinting back over that fight? I think so. Now across the map, though, an engagement going out between KBB, Yuang, and their duo up against Vinny and Zexro, and there's the knock right there, Ninja.
Drum shotgun's very powerful. It's definitely underrated. You can get inside somebody's 1x1 right there. I mean, there's another knock with a drum shotgun, just absolutely wreaking havoc. Yuang trying to take this wall. I think his teammate is not going to be able to stay alive, so it's going to be Zex and Yu. He's got the shield advantage. All he has to do is play this patient. I'm pretty sure that these guys don't have that many materials, so just needs to spray it out and hopefully find a chance to take him down, but he's healing up.
Yeah, Zexro has minis as well as big shields, so we'll be able to get back to full shield